costly endeavor, but it's never for free. But nobody's putting hands on my Sally but me. Repairing your car on your own is sort of an American tradition. Maybe it's not a Norman Rockwell painting come to life, with old men playing canasta outside the VFW, little girls sitting on overturned apple crates while they wash their Yorkshire Terrier in a tin wash basin. But there's a certain austerity and pride to doing it yourself. Maybe chilling with your dad and changing the spark plugs on a sleepy Saturday afternoon. Maybe while shooting the breeze about that one girl in your first year Spanish class you're never going to talk to. You know, the one who has a fundamental misunderstanding of just how beautiful she is. Because she spent her days locked away, mostly just going to school, to the library, to church, and all those functions. She might not know much about cars, but she knows what it's like to serve hash brown casserole at the weekly bingo game in a Lutheran church basement. You won't talk to that girl, but maybe you'll talk to your dad about her, or to your older brother. Honestly, Mr. Regular is pretty much the closest I've ever come to having an older brother with whom I could do these sorts of things, like work on a car, even though I'm about as handy under the hood as a Trekkie under the shirt, because I didn't really have that youth. So I wonder how it was for everyone else. I wonder if maybe then, as a kid in the garage, in the artlessness of youth, you would get to wondering about cars. And maybe that's where it's born. You get to looking under the hood and realizing, it's like a fruit jello mold in here. All the various pieces of fruit segregated from each other in their own little space, but all working together to create a singular experience. It's almost kind of beautiful. And fixing it when it's broken will be beautiful too, because it'll be just like Top Gear or Mighty Car Mods. You and your dad'll be Marty and Moog. It'll be something you just do because it's something that can just be done. Except it's kinda not. Sure, to the practiced purveyor of all things automotive, you know, the man who's acquired a familiarity with the pumice power of Lava brand soap and reruns of World Championship Wrestling at 6:05 Eastern on Superstation TBS, sure, it's no big deal to that guy, but I'm not exactly a man for all seasons in the self-repair department, and I would imagine a lot of other people are the same way. Car repair just isn't sexy. Not in the way TV and movies would have you believe. Yeah, there are nuts flying everywhere amid constant questions of what fits where and how much pressure is too much pressure, but car repair is often a clinical, sterile business, a tireless enterprise of diminishing returns, as you realize that with each bolt you unfasten, you're unconsciously adding valuable dollars and cents to the inevitable repair costs when you decide, well, I'm licked. Time to call a professional. Car repair is losing your 19mm wrench in that one 19mm gap in the engine compartment, or underestimating how much PB blaster you have left in the can before starting. It's MacGyvering a breaker bar out of an old ski pole because of necessity and mother of invention and all that hot noise. It's changing your spark plugs and forgetting to pull out the wires one at a time, and suddenly realizing you forgot to label them with those little plastic tack-on numbers so you don't have any loving idea what goes where. Sort of like your first time in the back of your Uncle Rod's Crown Vic on homecoming night. Car repair is the official pastime of being in over one's head. You'll learn just how easily your car can be resented, and you'll eventually run out of nouns for things and just use curse words instead, the mind having long given up its search for compromises. But here's the thing. This is a vitally necessary endeavor. Not that everyone should repair his or her own car regularly, but you should at least try once, because experience is the summit of all knowledge. You let your kid touch the stove, because that's how they learn what a bad idea looks like. And it's better they learn now than when they're staring at 239 pounds of the worst cooch in Nevada. I mean, yeah, repairing a car on your own involves a delicate cost-benefit analysis, weighing the risks against the rewards. But really, that's true of anything that's worth doing. And this is worth doing. I'll try and fail to fix you. Stop being stubborn, let me fix you. I won't screw it up just like the Knicks do. You're my baby, I got your best in mind. And if there's a problem left to find, baby, I will fix you.